Let's go back to Discord and hear from some more people at davidpakman.com/Discord. Incredibly important calls today of all kinds, Let's go to Justin from Georgia. Justin from Georgia, welcome to the program. What's on your mind today?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
For having me. I was actually curious, if you've heard of Cornel West's kind of take on Ukraine, where he's saying that NATO provoked it in some way, and I think it's kind of a strange theme of presidential candidates running on misinformation with our kind of making stuff up about vaccines.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not as bad as like a Trump or DeSantis, but it's still definitely scary that there's people running that claim to be on the left that are running on just like lies and misinformation.
Yeah. You know, what's interesting about you bringing this up, this week we did a poll. I'm going to address that more specifically in a moment. This week we did a poll on the David Pakman community tab on the YouTube channel. And initially, I forget the initial number, but basically based on the poll results right now, 13% of my audience says that they align most closely with the political ideology of Cornel West. Now, these numbers have changed over the last 24 hours, I think because the fact that we were doing this poll became popularized. West and Marianne Williamson were much lower yesterday. I think some of their supporters have come in and boosted it up. But regardless, one of the really interesting things is that 13% of those who voted say they align most closely with Cornel West, 13% with Marianne Williamson. If you look at the comments, many people say, while they align most closely with those people, they're not actually going to be voting for them because there are specific issues that for them are sort of like uniquely disqualifying. It's kind of like with Bobby Kennedy Jr. There's lots of people who go, hey, I'm with him on a lot of this stuff. But when he said vaccines cause autism, that's uniquely disqualifying. So I'm going to end up voting for someone else. For me, I've said before, I'm not part of the revolutionary Leninist left that often implicitly or explicitly defends Putin or defends Maduro Chavez or Castro or whatever. That's not the part of the left that I'm on. So for me, the Cornel West thing isn't super interesting. He was also originally running on the People's Party, which had no ballot access. Then somebody told him like, hey, by the way, you know, you quite literally can't win. And then he's like, oh, I guess I'll run Green Party. Now I don't even know. Is he running on both? Is he running on one? For me, the candidacy is a mess. And the blame NATO and Ukraine for Russia invading is also a mess. So it's not for me, but I still think it's a good thing to have more choices and people are going to make their choices.
I agree, and I think I'm very disappointed in Biden domestically, but I do think he's handling international affairs well. And I wish there was someone else who had like more, I guess, worker-centric, willing to stand up or like, for example, with the Supreme Court, I know the Republicans have the House, and that kind of prevents any kind of impeachment. But the fact that there's nothing that can be done when Clarence Thomas is just openly taking bribes,
yeah,
that's unfortunate. But the president has all the power in international affairs. Like that's how it is. So.
I would love to have a president that's stronger on labor than Biden, for sure. I'm with you on that 100%.
I'm glad. Thanks so much for having my question.
What are you eating, Justin?
Yeah, I just made it before you had me on.
Hold on, what did you make?
It's just Honey Nut Cheerios.
You made Honey Nut. In other words, you put them in a bowl with milk.
Yeah, I didn't really make it.
Fair. All right, Justin, we're going to leave you to it, okay?
Thanks for having me.
All right. Justin from Georgia, really elbow deep in a bowl of cereal there.